This is a Saturday Morning TVLog from Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. Welcome to another Saturday Morning TVLog, and this time around it's the Terrible Thunderlizards, brought to us by Savage Studio Productions, Fox Children's Productions, and Nirvana. Greetings, my fellow YouTubers. I'm Dual, the Big D to you. This is Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So this week's Saturday Morning TVLog is the Terrible Thunderlizards, which is a outrageously crazy action-packed comedy series that originally aired as part of the Eek Stravaganza on Fox Kids and in Canada on MyTV. Show originally started on November 20th, 1993. And it was originally intended as a spin-off from Eek the Cat, and it was supposed to air at the start of Eek's second season, but due to production delays, it began in November. Now then, the series chronicles the misadventures of a trio of dinosaur mercenaries released from incarceration after they were falsely accused of helping an enemy thugosaur at a time of war when they actually found it injured. Yeah, does something like the 18 kind of ring a bell? Well, sort of, in a way. They are charged by General Galapagos with the task of eliminating two primitive human beings after scientists realized that if humanity is allowed to multiply, it will mean the end of dinosaur supremacy. Despite their superior size and firepower and the obliviousness of their targets, the mercenaries always fail to kill the humans with comic results. Their usual preferred method of attacking the humans is throwing bombs full of bees, which upon impact would usually then go after the dinosaurs, forcing them to run to water to get away from them. Although the mercenaries fail to eliminate the humans, they have better luck in defending Jurassic City from enemies and are successful in dangerous missions, such as rescuing the kidnapped daughter of the president, which might explain why the team is allowed to continue working and not return to prison. Now, of course, the show originally started in a little block that originally was of Eek and the Terrible Thunderlizards. Yes, because that's when it originally started as Eek and the Terrible Thunderlizards, before soon the Thunderlizards would soon get their own series later on. And would continue to go on as part of Eek Stravaganza later, well, after that. Anyway, I've revisited a few of the tunes. There are a few episodes just available separately from the Eek Stravaganza and Eek the Cat episodes on YouTube. So if you're interested in this show, you may want to check it out. I do remember this show. It's absolutely crazy and what have you. It also has some pretty fun lines, especially one, "Let's kick some tail!" Yeah, that line's fun. Oh yes, and also its theme song, which was composed by Dee Snider. I think that name sounds familiar. You may remember of the band known as Twisted Sister, the band behind We're Not Gonna Take It and I Wanna Rock. Yeah, I will say really, really something. Really good. Now then, let's talk about the main characters. The Terrible Thunderlizards are Doc Tari, Tari, or Doc, was voiced by the big guy who actually produced this show and co-created it, Savage Steve Holland. Now, he is a Parasaurolophus, only with a hole in the center of his chest that contains many gadgets such as a buzzsaw and a grappling hook. More often than not, he is the team's most focused member, but is every bit as unfocused as the other two when not chasing the humans or performing missions. Now, Doc both in voice and mannerisms, is a parody of various Schwarzenegger film characters like John Matrix from Commando, Dutch from Predator, and with a bit of the Terminator. His catchphrase is "We move." Next is Day, D-A-Y-Z with a period, Cutter, or Cutter as he's known as, voiced by the other co-creator of the show, Bill Kopp, who of course was voicing Eek the cat. He's the second in command of the team. He's a Styracosaurus, although he was misaddressed as a Triceratops. As his name suggests, he is good with knives, being the master of the knife fight, and wears a skull t-shirt. Cutter is smarter than the next member I'll talk about, but less intelligent than Doc. He is often shown fooling around with the last member at times, but requires Doc's quick wit and strength to help him focus. The last member is Bo Diddley Squat, or Squat, originally voiced by Beverly Hills 90210 star Jason Priestley for a couple of years, and then of course one of the two Corys, Corey Feldman, for the rest of the series. He's also he's their top sniper of the team, and he's an Allosaurus. He's the typical dimwit, clumsy, screw-up character, although in some instances he has been fairly competent. His voice and mannerisms appear to be similar to Private Hudson, Bill Paxton's character from Aliens. Squat is often used as the volunteer to assess dangerous situations. His catchphrase involves asking if a particular event would qualify as a bad thing, to which Cutter or occasionally Doc will respond, "Yes, Squat, that would fit nicely into the bad things category." Yeah, yeah. Next up, General Galapagos was voiced by Kurtwood Smith. You may remember him best as the villainous Clarence Boddicker in the original RoboCop, as well as Robert Griggs in Rambo 3. He had recently played Adrian's dad in The Crush, which was released the same year this show came out. And of course, you'd later know him best as Red Foreman from that 70s show and its current continuation of a spin-off, that 90s show on Netflix. Yeah, now, he's the boss of the Thunder Lizards. He's green and bad tempered. He's a Tyrannosaurus, of course. He wears a blue military uniform with a gold star cap. A blue cap, that is. It's a general military uniform, that is. When humans were starting to become a threat, well, the general had the terrible Thunder Lizards' presence commuted so that they can deal with the humans. He oversees the missions of the Thunder Lizards to hunt down the humans, but is continually frustrated that they never accomplished their mission. Yes. And he was the one who foresaw that, given the trio's overall performance, and their race is doomed. Now, here are some other characters. Dr. Steggy, a Stegosaurus scientist, voiced by Charlie Adler, who, of course, recently lent his voice to cartoons like Brave Star and Paddington Bear, the Hanna-Barbera series. He later go on to voice the titular characters of Cartoon Network's Cow and Chicken. And he works for the Jurassic City military. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Adler also recently voiced Buster Bunny on Tiny Toon Adventures, which of course was also on the Fox network at the time. And he has a nephew called Huckleberry, who is voiced by Cam Clark, who of course was already well known for voicing Leonardo and Rocksteady in the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles at the time. Who befriends the humans, who I'll get to in a moment. Then, of course, Galapagos' best soldier, Mr. T-Rex, a Tyrannosaurus who is based on Mr. T and is actually voiced by Mr. T himself. This character is a parody of Mr. T's Rocky 3 character, Clubber Lang, and his A-Team character, B.A. Baracus. Even using some of his popular catchphrases like, "I be a fool!" Yeah, his anger frequently gets him into trouble, resulting in the Thunder Lizards having to save him. There's Nate the Dragout, Velociraptor, who is a stealth and martial arts expert using a bow staff. voiced by Nathan Wang. Now, there's El Gordo, Ceratosaurus, who is an expert in camouflage and can disappear by sticking a plant in his hat. Crazy. Now, the two humans are Bill, who's tall and thin with red hair, as another character voiced by Charlie Adler. He's often used to test drive the devices by his little friend. Well, sort of little friend, but I'll get to that later. With chaotic, disastrous, and painful consequences. Throughout the series, he used the catchphrase, "When does the hurting stop?" Usually after one of the failed and painful experiments. Then, of course, there's his little buddy, Scooter. Yeah, I still call him this buddy, but of course, Bill gets upset with him at times because he's ill-tempered. But anyway, Scooter is a fat, bald guy with a yellow beard, and he's jolly and over-enthusiastic and what have you. An inventor is blissfully unaware of Bill's irritable attitude toward him. And he's voiced by Curtis Armstrong, who you may remember best as Booger from the Revenge of the Nerds franchise. Boy, I gotta say, he's absolutely really, really funny. Now, of course, there's a female human character, which was created by a dinosaur scientist named Babs. Which they used, well, which the dinosaur scientists used recovering genetic material from Bill and Scooter spliced together, then doubling the X chromosome to create a female. Yeah. But Babs was actually an acronym for Bioengineered Animated Biped Specimen. Yeah. And finally, we have another Bagby group, the Thugosaurs. They are a race of black hood skeletal undead dinosaurs that live in the X Zone on the outskirts of Jurassic City, which is a frequent target of the group, who are the real recurring antagonists in the program, but it's the humans. They want to go after the Thunder Lizards. They're a parody of the hooded, mutated survivors living in the Forbidden Zone from Beneath the Planet of the Apes and Battle for the Planet of the Apes in their targeting of 8C. Their diabolical leader is Stuggo, or voiced by Brad Garrett in most appearances and understudied by Kurtwood Smith in 4 episodes. Now, as Vanity insists, he always looks good, so Thuggo often spends more time trying to improve his appearance than accompanying his evil plans, which would mean the end of the living dinosaurs once carried out. Yeah. Now, it also has a Biff, his wimpy, flower-loving Saiyan command, is inappropriate to be part of a villainous organization like the Thugosaurs. And Thuggo, of course, has a roundish skull shape with sharp teeth like bones, while Biff has a long snout with bucky teeth and wears a pair of goggles. All other Thugosaurs share similar features. Then, of course, there's the primates, a group of simians who coexist in the X Zone like Bill and Scooter, whom they regard as backward and primitive. They are more advanced than the humans, living in condominiums and with an advanced social structure. Well, the Terrible Thunder Lizards is just as fun as Eek the Cat. I would recommend you give this show a shot if you've never seen it and what have you. There were 36 episodes produced and aired for its overall run. The show ended in July of 1997. Now, I will say, I am going to point out, Jason Priestley voiced Squat for 30 episodes from its beginning to 1996, and Corey Feldman took over for the final 6 episodes from 96 to 97. So now you know what about the Terrible Thunder Lizards. Oh, but wait a minute. I almost forgot. There's one more thing I gotta show you. I gotta show what the characters look like if you've never seen the show. Well, this is the best I can give to you. That's the main group of Terrible Thunder Lizards right there. Now, this may not be from the actual cartoon itself. This is art. It features the Terrible Thunder Lizard, and you see Bill and Scooter. Thought I'd show you be something like this, so that way you'll know what they look like. There, so now you know. I think you'll know what the rest of the characters look like when you watch this show. Like I said, you can find episodes on YouTube. Just look up Terrible Thunderlizards and just try and find a few episodes. They're mostly separately and what have you, like I said, from the Eek the Cat episodes. But I think you'll have, but I think you should have no trouble trying to find them. Definitely. So what did you think of the Terrible Thunder Lizards? You ever seen this show before? Let me know in the comment section below. If you liked the video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Continue to help support my channel. Make it grow, and please make the views grow as well. And join me later tonight when I give you my spoiler-free review of Inside Out 2. So if you like this, you may want to check out these other dino-packed shows and what have you. In the upper left-hand corner is a Saturday morning show that actually premiered the same year as the Terrible Thunder Lizards, and it was also from Nirvana, and that's the rarely remembered but very underrated Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. Or if you would like maybe some more green heroes, you can check out the Saturday Morning TVLog idea on the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series in the upper right hand corner. Or if you'd like maybe some funnier dinos, check out the TV log I did on dinosaurs from 1990 in the bottom left hand corner. In the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., as well as the Saturday Morning TV log, then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching, and next week's Saturday Morning TV log is The Pirates of Dark Water. So until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.